The Huffington Post reported that Amanda Seyfried, John Mayer, Oprah Winfrey, Emma Stone, and Ellie Goulding have all been subject to, here it is, panic attacks. Now, Amanda Seyfried, a woman who the world would say as an actress has achieved incredible beauty. John Mayer, a legendary guitarist, a Grammy award-winning singer. Oprah Winfrey, who seems to have it so together. She's so composed and poised. Emma Stone, who is an award-winning actress. Ellie Goulding, she seems to have angel pipes. The Huffington Post revealed this news that even they struggled with panic attacks. Now, I want to talk to you about panic attacks and how to beat them, how I used to have panic attacks, really bad ones. But I believe we can defeat this. I remember back in the day, I would melt down and hyperventilate. I felt like I couldn't breathe. In fact, one of my triggers was social media. I don't think that's anything novel or new. For a lot of people, I think social media can be incendiary, set off a bout of severe mental illness. You say, well, why is people like John Mayer struggling with that, or Emma Stone or Oprah Winfrey, these people who seem to have it all together? You have to remember, I love this quote by Chris Martin when he married Gwyneth Paltrow. He said, even at the top, they have to shave their legs. And his point was, everybody's human. We all think about death. We all feel overwhelmed. We all feel like there's problems that we can't solve. And once you get more and more blessings, with it comes a whole new set of curses. And if you're not careful, the curses can get so big, the haters can be so loud, the negativity on the internet can be so bombastic that you start to be overcome by what's happening around you and the winged horrors whirling around your head. So what do you do when something triggers you? How do you combat anxious, panicky thoughts? Well, if social media is something that has triggered you, I'm going to give you a bunch of pieces of advice, but here's the first one: delete your app. Even if it's just for a short period of time, your account is still on the internet, even if the app is deleted off of your phone. Trust me, it'll do you good. I think if Jesus could fast from food for well over a month straight, we can go without Insta for a couple of days. The internet will be there when you get back, I promise. Secondly, if you're having a panic attack, psychology tells us to name out loud 5 things in our immediate vicinity. So the 5 things you see: chair, carpet, apple juice can, napkin, door. You name the 5 things you see, because this roots you in the present. And when you name out loud the 5 things that you can physically see, it's helpful when you get lost in a fantasy world of fears founded on fiction. And what happens is, when you're on the internet a lot, it can give you a harder time parsing out reality from illusion, like a Nabokov character. So ground yourself. This is what my counselor told me. Ground yourself in truth. If you're having panic attacks, ground yourself in truth. Name what is immediate. Name what is present. Jesus said the kingdom is among us and the kingdom is at hand. When you root yourself in things among you, things at hand, you'll find a kingdom there. Thirdly, when you're having panic attacks, can I encourage you to tame your brain? To tame your brain. Well, how do you do that? The Bible says in Isaiah, God will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on the Lord. So just like you tell a jittery dog, stay, so too, when your mind's wandering and never comes back, command it to stay. Think about God and keep thinking about God. Stay there. Think this thought over and over again until neuroplasticity forms new grooves in your brain. God is love. God is love. God is love. Number 4, I want to encourage you, if you have panic attacks like some of these celebrities have struggled with before, make your world small. Make your world small. I've been very vocal about how over the past year, Navy SEAL training has partially saved my life because it taught me how to beat panic attacks. You got to make your world small. During something like drown proofing or surf torture, or basically beating your body on a slag of pavement, you can't really be thinking about any other things that are out there that just ain't happening. You got to focus on this right here, right now. What I'm doing in this moment is all there is. You don't have any energy to let your mind wander around the world. You don't have the bandwidth to think about anything else. Make your world small. Focus on what's right in front of you. Eat the elephant one bite at a time. That's the only thing that exists for you. Number 5, if you have panic attacks, when something's about to trigger you, remember, take a deep breath. Before Jesus did a miracle, he would sigh deep within himself. Think of God who is above all, in all, through all. By him all things were made, and through him all things were made, and for him all things were made. In him we live, move, have our being. Breathe deep, because there's wind on your very breath. God is inside you. Number 6, when you have panic attacks, go outside. The whole earth is filled with the glory of God, but you will never know that if you're locked inside your house. There's a reason the founder of homeopathy warned against the dangers of a stuffy room with Uber Eats, Netflix, Amazon Prime, white-collar job during the pandemic. You can live your whole life never going outside. So I want to encourage you to go outside. Number 7, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. The Bible says we're to bear one another's burdens. Some pain emotionally is not meant to be suppressed but expressed, and the talk cure can work wonders. Number 8, run into the presence of God. Just as Proverbs speaks of the wise coney who hides in the cleft of the rock, so too our rock is not like their rock. In God we find refuge. He's our rock. Run to him. Listen, he's a safe place. When we have panic attacks, we can lose grip on what's real. We believe this imaginary horror winging around our head is actually there, but it isn't. It isn't. So I want to encourage you to root yourself in the present, to run into the rock, to delete an app if social media is a trigger for you or whatever it might be. But I want to encourage you to stay your mind on God, to tame your brain, to keep focused on him. Make your world small. I promise you, God can and will, as you look to him, help you have victory over severe mental illness and panic attacks as well. He healed me, and I promise you that he can heal you too. Ben Courson here. Thank you so much for watching my new YouTube channel. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with all your friends, and hit that bell so you're notified every time a new video comes out. May the hope be with you.